Welcome to Stoughton Media Access Cable's Community Forum Show. My name is Steve Kelly, and today our guest is Marty Malone from the Cedar
Hill Grill.
Cedar Hill Grill.
Yeah.
I was trying to get there's a little ring to it. Cedar Hill Grill.
Oh, yeah, right on the Cedar Hill golf course property.
And I think you told me off camera you like to say you're a restaurant with a golf course.
Yep, that's what we say.
Not many people can say that, right?
No, not many people can say that. Years ago, one of my customers in another venue we were running used to say that, oh, it's nice of them to put a golf course around my bar.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that.
Same idea. So how did you get a start over here in Stoughton?
Oh, so we were running the food service at Sharon Country Club up the street, and Victor, the general manager, was playing in a tournament, came in, liked the food, liked our service, and asked us if we wanted to come on board.
And then try that out
Yeah.
and bring a new flavor to Stoughton, as it were?
Absolutely. They've been doing a lot at the golf course. He's been doing a great job with the course itself, and they want to do, upscale their food service a little bit.
So tell us
We're
a little
proud of
bit
it.
about your food. What kind of food do you have?
So we can cook everything. We have a catering service, and we cook everything from, cookouts to, fine dining events.
So if somebody has an event, they don't have to play golf to use your service.
Oh, no. So we have a room that fits about 90 people that you can have a party. We've done like birthday parties, showers, that sort of, smaller event. And then just people can come in for lunch anytime.
Yeah, so you have great venue, you have great parking.
Oh, yeah, tons of parking.
Tons of parking. And is it a regular lunch restaurant? Like, so this afternoon, if I want to go in for lunch, that's a regular venue then?
Oh, sure, come in for lunch, definitely. And we have a lunch menu, sandwiches, salads, some grilled foods. And we always do a special.
Okay, every day, that's great.
Yeah.
And do you also is there also some sort of side, work that you do outside of the grill? I mean, outside of the
Oh,
restaurant?
sure, we do a catering business as well.
Okay. Where did you get your start, Marty?
I started at York Steakhouse in Dedham. I was a dishwasher at
That's a long time ago. York Steakhouses went out of business about 15 years ago.
Right. And this was 31 years ago, I think.
31 years ago.
I was actually working for my father-in-law as a plumber, and I was working for him.
Yep.
And business slowed down, so he's like, you might need to get a little, part-time job. So I started working there, and then
As a line cook?
as a dishwasher, and then became
As
a
a
line
dishwasher
cook there.
first?
Yeah.
Yeah? Wonderful.
And I ended up liking that more than plumbing. And
Wow.
so I stayed with that. I was like, I'll do this instead. So it worked out good.
What's your favorite food that you cook?
I like. That's a good question. I like the whole process of the cooking. So I like to cut and put the whole thing together. I like parties particularly. I like the whole project aspect of the party. There's beginning and end, that sort of thing.
Right. Like to sort of have like an organization to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm playing with Legos or something.
Putting it together. It's
Right.
a wonderful analogy. I know Gina's out in the background, and we always want to say thank you to Gina and Roy, and there are volunteers out there. And I'm wondering, Gina, do you have some pictures that you could pull up? I think we've got them. So, Marty, maybe you can explain what are we looking at here?
Oh, sure. So that's Jill and Tom, part of our wait staff, and they're behind some hors d'oeuvres that we had set up. We were doing a party at Brook Meadow Country Club in Canton, and that was just a little appetizers before dinner. So just cheese, crackers, crudité vegetables, that sort of thing.
Okay. And this is the same thing?
Yeah, cheese and crackers, and this was a photo of a drop-off. So we were packaging that to take to somebody's party.
Right, so someone could call you, say for 30 people, send us along some crackers and cheese
Absolutely.
and whatever like that.
Oh, yeah, do that all the time.
You do?
All the
Okay.
time.
And what do we have here, a cutting station?
Yeah, a carving station, a roast top sirloin. And that was a wedding in Framingham. I can't remember it was like the Framingham, it was like an old town hall type of venue.
Right.
In Framingham.
Okay. And you just bring all your own equipment and you set everything up?
Oh, sure,
wherever you
yeah.
go?
We moved the whole restaurant to the venue, really.
You must have like a giant trailer or something. I mean,
Yeah, we have a good-sized van. A very good-sized van, yeah.
Yep.
And then sometimes we'll have to get other vehicles to help us out, depending on the size of the party.
wow. Now, do you have like vegetarian food? I mean, what sort of things that you might do that are commonly asked for?
Oh, like so for parties?
Yeah.
A lot of buffets, a lot of roast beef. Like, I guess people don't get roast beef at home much anymore, so it's like special occasions, like roast beef becomes.
Yeah, they don't take the
sort of
time to
thing.
cook it well, right?
Yeah,
Or
no one
don't
has Sunday dinner
perhaps know how
anymore.
to cook it as well.
Right. So yeah. So like we used to have Sunday dinner. It would always be a roast, right? And no one really does that anymore. So everyone, that's sort of like a thing. Like, so carving stations always part like roast, prime rib or top sirloin, tenderloins, very popular. And then all the seafoods that you can imagine.
Hey, could you go over for the audience the hours that you're open? Like, are you open Sundays? Give us an idea of what you're open.
Oh yeah, so we're closed on Mondays, and so the traditional restaurant closing day. And we're open on Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday from 11 to 7.
And I notice on the screen, so it's
Yeah.
Cedar Hill Grill, and you have Malone Catering at gmail.com, right? And 617-899-0177. And you also have a website, www.malonecatering.com. Good.
Yeah,
So that's
so
pretty
tons
easy
of
to get
ways
over.
to get in touch with us. So,
Yeah, okay. So on Mondays you're closed. And what about the hours on Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, generally, unless we have a party going on, or a lot of times we'll have a band or some like a special event. If not, we're closed at 7 on Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're 11 to 9.
11 to 9. Now, do you have a full liquor license down there?
Yes.
You do. Okay, so you have bartender and
Yep.
all that.
Yep.
What's the most difficult part of running, like, your restaurant where you are, and then of running a restaurant, if you would?
Oh, keeping it consistent, I think, is the toughest thing. Your mood swing. Like every human person, right, has like mood swings.
Okay.
Because when you do open, it's sort of like ta-ta. You're on stage now.
Yes.
And you have to be up for it every day.
So,
You
and
really
you've been
don't know
doing
what's
this for
coming.
like 30 years, is
Yeah.
that right? Starting out, and where did you go? So let's follow that back a little.
Yeah.
So you started out as a plumber. I love this story, by the way.
Right.
Okay. And then you decided that restaurant work was something more of passion.
Oh, absolutely.
And you
Really
went from
enjoy it.
dishwashing to server, then to line cook, maybe?
Yep. Yep, exactly.
And when did you branch out and away from the old York steakhouses?
Oh yeah, so then I moved on to worked at a few local restaurants, notably Pippin's restaurant in Dedham.
Pippin's, yeah.
Yeah, years ago.
Is that still around?
No, it's
No,
a
they're
medical
local.
building now.
Okay.
Yeah, right on the Westwood Dedham line.
Right, okay.
And then really developed a love for cooking. Worked for a couple of excellent chefs, Mel Hansen and Michael Hart.
Okay.
And they really got me kind of like
Into that,
into
like
it.
how to prep food.
Yeah, and a lot of the basics of like the good solid base for preparing.
I bet the audience would appreciate some of that solid base. Give us a little lesson. So when you say you have to have a smoke, pick a meal and tell us like the solid base that you get started. Like how do you set up? Like whether it's roast beef or a fish meal or something like that.
Oh, sure. So a good basic for cooking is like, say, a stock.
Okay.
Like making a stock, and so you have to you have to use your knife skills to cut up your vegetables.
Okay.
Your mirepoix.
Okay.
And then so you roast. So you say you're making a meat stock. You're roasting off your bones. So that's a method, right? For your roasting, you're using your knife skills. You're cutting your vegetables and to saute the vegetables, or sweat the vegetables, as it's known.
I never have heard that expression. It's called sweat.
Yeah, so it's to not cook them too fast. So they just sort of like let the sugars out and not get too brown. And you just sort of let that get started. And you add your bones, and then just adding regular water, tap stock as we would call it, right?
Yeah.
And then the whole process of cooking, it's cleaning the top, skimming and scumming the top of it and stuff.
This is
that's the
interesting
beginning
stuff. I didn't know any of that, by the way.
Oh, sure. That's the beginning of your meal, really. Because if you're gonna have a roast beef dinner, you're gonna have a gravy. If you're gonna have a soup, you need your broth for the soup, and so on. So that's like the most fundamental cooking is like the beginning of it is probably a good stock. And if you make that well, then everything else is good. If you don't make it so well, everything else is not so good.
So you started to learn that with a couple of really good chefs, right?
Absolutely,
And they had perhaps gone to. Have you ever been to a culinary school?
I've not.
You've not, but you actually have. You just don't know it.
Right, right.
Now, like you're owning your own restaurant and working beside really good chefs, you're
Oh, sure.
absorbing all of those lessons, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like you already like take it as secondhand that, oh, you just do your stock, and you're making it sound so simple. And I think someone like myself who doesn't cook, I'm amazed at like, how do you do that? Like, how do you slowly sweat the vegetables instead of just, for me, it's like, throw them in there, heat it up, throw some spinach in. That's vegetables,
Right,
as
right.
opposed to what,
Oh,
what
the
you're
whole
talking
process.
about, the whole
Oh,
process.
sure, like everything else. Everything, you watch a good carpenter or
Yeah.
a good doctor, not to equate the two, but
Well, it's
a good
okay, though.
carpenter, and you look at it, and it looks
You're
like
both about health, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So there's an
Absolutely.
equation.
Right. One way or the other, we're going into you, right?
Yeah.
And then that just looks like magic, but with experience and like again, working with good people over time, sure.
Besides Cedar Hill Grill, what's your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant is Cafe Assisi in Rentham.
Ah, Cafe Assisi.
Yeah, right in Wampum's Corner, and we actually couldn't get in there Monday night. Me and my wife were trying to get in there Monday night. It was
Now,
too
what do
busy.
you like about that? So, and how does that like steer what you try to offer?
Oh, they have great Italian food, like very good Italian food, very good wine list. So it's a nice, great bread. So it's really good. In fact, we catered a party in Rentham, drop off, for a graduation party, and that was like one of my favorite compliments that we ever got. That all the guests thought it was from Cafe Assisi. So
And then you said, no, this is Cedar Hill Grill.
No, it's much better. But, but I took it as a great compliment because I love the food there.
And what's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal? Burritos. Actually,
Burritos.
yeah. Chipotle burritos.
Chipotle burritos. And so do you make those?
I'm supposed to be plugging myself.
Yeah, but do you make those at your restaurant?
We make a lot of wraps. We do a lot of things with wraps.
So,
So similar
what kind
to
of wrap?
burritos.
So describe how
Yeah,
that.
so we have like a chicken Caesar wrap on the menu, and we have a baked tuna melt wrap on the menu, and it's sort of like a burrito, right? So it's a salad rolled up in a flour tortilla.
And how do you cook those tortillas? Do you bake them? Do you?
Oh yeah, so we don't make the tortilla shells. We bake them in the oven for a second, make them pliable,
Right.
and then we roll up our salads. It's like our favorite thing, Caesar salad wraps.
So what about guacamole? Do you do guacamole?
Oh yeah, I'll make guacamole.
Yeah.
Like,
How do you make
yeah.
your guacamole? Can we steal a recipe from you? How do you make
absolutely.
guacamole? How do you make your guacamole?
Oh, I like to dice a little bit of onion, dice a little bit of tomato, and then just crush it up with your hand. Just crush up the avocado, nice ripe avocado, and a little lime juice, a little cayenne pepper, a little salt, and then fold in at the end a little bit of onion, really fine diced onion, and diced tomato, scallions.
So that's
Really
great.
simple, blah, blah, blah,
But
blah,
I know,
blah,
but you
yeah.
like you make it seem so simple. Like oh yeah, just do this. I think it's because of the speed that you're expected to or have to work at to fulfill orders, right?
Oh,
For
sure,
you, it's like,
sure.
but
Oh, sure.
But for someone like myself, it's like, how much of that do we? Is that the right thing?
Right. That's what's great about cooking too, as opposed to like baking. Like baking's like science. Cooking is just like whatever. you know.
And you know how
don't
to
have
make
to be
things taste
exact. Yeah, and you're just doing it, and it's like it's all about the person who's eating it, like their taste, right? So if you're cooking for yourself, what do you like really?
What about your family? Are they involved?
Oh, sure. Everyone's been involved in some way, like over the years,
Yeah.
and they'll all have like great stories about what a great guy I am to work with, and I have one left.
Not.
Yeah. Right, but they've all left me now. So my daughter does sales for us, and she works with the brides when we do weddings and that sort of thing. And I have my son's Nathan is bartending with us.
Wow.
Kind of runs the place really. Just keeps me at bay. Go cook, be quiet.
Go cook, be quiet, do some public relations.
Yeah,
Go to the TV show. I'm going to handle today's order.
Exactly. I'll take care of like the actual running of the business.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate your sort of the way you handle it. Oh yeah, and they've all got good stories about working for me. I just thought
Oh,
that
they
was
do.
a
Oh, they
riot.
do.
Oh my God, that's
They do. Like every holiday, that's it. Ends up being like everyone shares their little like horror story of working with the old man.
at your
you know?
expense, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's really, I can appreciate it because I have a small roofing company, and everybody I've known has had to work for me, the poor things. And I'm sure the
Yeah,
stories are numerous about how bad it is to do that. So,
And you love hearing about it, right?
no, not necessarily.
It's like your
Most of the
favorite.
things don't portray me in the light that I think I'd like to be portrayed.
Right. I don't talk to people like that. That never happens.
No, that never
Yeah.
happened to me. Oh my goodness. So let's switch gears a little to tell me a little bit about what is the interaction that you have with the sort of leadership at the Cedar Hill Grill. I mean, who like Victor and they have a board of directors and.
Oh yeah. So Tim Davis is a recreation from the recreation
We've
department.
interviewed him here, by the way. Yeah.
He said he enjoyed it. When I told him I was coming on, I was like, oh, they're very good. They're very good over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tim is our support guy from the town, and Victor is our support guy in house.
Right.
And between the two of them, they help us out a lot.
Right.
You know,
And so
keep
you
it
have to
on.
like, do you? Is it a rental situation where you just rent the space, or how does that all work?
Yeah, it's a lease with the town.
So you just have a lease with the town. That's good. All right. And it seems like a really kind of a special situation, really.
Yeah, it's kind of niche-y, yeah, and that's what we've done. Like we've done food and beverage for a few different private clubs, and it's very much like that. You know, you just like you don't own the facility, but you just manage the
Keep it up
the
nice.
food and beverage for them. Oh, absolutely. You manage the maintenance of the facility, and also provide as an amenity to the membership if it's a private club, or in this case to the public.
Right. What about breakfast? Do you guys do breakfast?
We do breakfast for meetings, that sort of thing, or for tournaments.
Okay.
So special occasions. We're not open for breakfast on a regular
So
basis.
again, what time do you open during the
We
regular?
open at 11.
So at 11 o'clock. So
more
basically
lunch.
a lunch, and in the mornings you're probably preparing for any sort of banquets or things that you have, right?
Absolutely.
So that and then you just after that preparation, you can then allow sort of the
Right.
tables.
In which case, we're kind of open. You're right, because
Right.
we're right. The kitchen is out in the open, next to the bar. So it's a bar and then the kitchen area. The cooking part of the kitchen area is right there. So if we're there, we're open. People come in all the time and like,
Right.
oh, can I get? Like, oh, absolutely, we're here.
Yep. Very
Happy
good.
to see you.
Good. Now, what about social media? Are you doing things that will help you on social media? Do you have a Facebook page?
Oh, yep. Nathan runs our Facebook page.
That is so
Cedar
good
Hill
to have
Grill.
someone in and say, yeah, Nathan runs that.
I call Nathan Mr. We.
Mr. We, yeah, we do that.
Because anyone asks us to do it, like, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
And then Mr. We.
And he's in behind going, oh,
Exactly.
I don't want to hear this.
Exactly, happens all the time.
Oh, I
It's
love
really
your
funny.
sense of humor. Yeah, Mr. Week.
Mr. We, take care of this.
I can't imagine that he's as happy as like sort of I'm laughing about this.
He wouldn't be laughing if he was here. He'd just be sort of nodding with a grimace, you
Like,
know?
oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
Oh, I'd be on the couch or something. I don't know.
What about now?
Binging some show, you know?
Binging a show. Okay. And how do you see yourself busy-wise going forward into the fall? Like, do you have like a slow time? Or is it, what is your best time? Is it because it's a golf course you're gonna calm down for December, January,
we'll
February?
slow down from that end, like the golfers, obviously. But some of the golfers have become kind of regulars anyway. We'll still see many of them, I believe, in the fall. Golf season goes till snow really. But and then we're doing some things. We're doing Sunday. We're going to be doing Sunday NFL Sunday. We have a lot. We have like a 100-inch television, like projector television, and so to watch the game on. And we're going to have a nacho bar on Sundays, and so we're anticipating busy Sundays.
All right, we don't want to date the show. You're not supposed to say so that if somebody's watching this on a different day. But I'll throw that out to the wind and say tomorrow night is Friday. They have a preseason game, the Patriots. Is that something where you'll have that big screen TV for the preseason?
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So if anyone wanted a place to just go down and relax with the guys,
Yep, have
the
a
ladies
sandwich, a
and-
couple of beers. and watch the game or watch the first half. Absolutely. And that's what we're hoping for Sundays. And then on Thursday night, we have a Rockin' Bingo that we'll be doing on through, and a pasta bar, like a cooked order pasta bar. That we'll be running that through the fall and into the winter, definitely. So we'll keep ourselves busy, and people are booking parties.
Good. And do you ever need staff? I mean, would this be an opportunity to shout out, if you're looking for a job as a wait staff?
Oh yeah, we're always looking for per diem people, like for our catering, and for Cedar Hill when we have parties or we have special events like bands or entertainment, that sort of thing.
So maybe if we can give a shout to Gina. So Gina, if we can do the sponsors, this would be great. So right after this, so again, if you wanted to give Marty a call, if you're looking for some per diem work, 617-899-0177. And from here, we'll roll the credits and see where we go.
Hi, it's Gary LaPierre, and the crew wants to thank Maxie's Delicatessen. That's at 117 Sharon Street in Stoughton. They're 781-341-1662. American Cancer Society, yes, they're looking for volunteers. Drive cancer patients to and from their treatments. 1-800-ACS-6662, or just go to www.cancer.org. Ilsa Mark's Food Pantry in St. Anthony's Free Market, 2 Park Avenue in Stoughton. For more information, call Christine Gallagher. That's at 781-341-0611 or 781-341-0549. Meals on Wheels. Just ask for Jessica. You'll find her at 781-344-8882, extension 2. Stoughton Penny Saver. Our business is advertising your business, they tell us. 27 Rose Glen Street, Stoughton, 781-344-4833. Community Forum showtimes in Stoughton. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 6 p.m., Monday at 8 p.m., Tuesday at 5 p.m. It's on Comcast Channel 9 and Verizon Channel 28. All comments and suggestions welcome. Contact us at communityforum1@yahoo.com. Samaritans, they're at 41 West Street on the 4th floor in Boston, 02111. Their phone number is 617-536-2460. 24-hour helplines for Samaritans, and the number is 877-870-HOPE. That's 877-870-4673. Samaritans, you can find them at 800-252-TEEN. That's 252-8336. Or find them online at SamaritansHope.org.
So we're back here in studio, and I want to tell you a little bit about our new Hometown Business Show, which essentially we could have called this for Community Forum. This is like Hometown Business. Sure. We have Marty Malone from the Cedar Hill Grill. So you can see those shows Tuesdays at 11, Wednesdays at 5:30, Thursdays at 8, and Sundays at 7 on Comcast Channel 9 and Verizon Channel 28. Also, we want to tell you about Monday Night Bingo, a Harvest Torah congregation, 1179 Central Street, Stoughton, one of the nicest congregations of people that you'll ever meet. Stop down on Monday nights. Doors open at 4:30, and then 6:30, the games will start. And we also want to give a plug over to the Cedar Hill Grill on Thursday nights. In case you're a bingo fanatic, you're going to get a chance to do that on Thursday nights as well.
Rockin' Bingo.
Rockin' Bingo, all right. And then we have our own Stoughton's Get Fresh Cooking Show. New episodes coming soon. Maybe we can talk Marty into coming down and doing a meal on the show. We'll see. Comcast Channel 9, Verizon Channel 28, Mondays at 5:30, Wednesdays at 8 p.m., Thursdays at 9, and Fridays at 5 p.m. And the 5th annual Ann Havlin Memorial Blood and Food Drive, Saturday, September 16th. So it's in a couple of weeks, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Immaculate Conception Church in Stoughton. For information, email Molly Mills at mollyann.mills@gmail.com. Come on down there, give some blood, come down and throw a few cans their way, and maybe help out with the 5th annual Ann Havlin Food and Blood Drive. And I'm back here in studio with Marty. So Marty, people just love to make it an interesting show. Tell us one of your biggest disasters when you were putting together a banquet or something. What happened? What's like something you can remember and you went, everything was going wrong?
Oh, you know what's really funny is a lot of times you think you're having a disaster, and then you go out front and everyone's like calm, and it wasn't a disaster.
Okay.
So we've had several. You always have almost always have a situation where someone wipes out a tray of food, or
right over the top of the tray.
Right.
Yeah.
Or people don't show up for work, and you're running around you're like maniac trying to make up for the lost time and that sort of thing. And it is really funny that it's like tale of two worlds. You're like in the kitchen, screaming, everyone's screaming at each other, and then you go out to the dining room and everything is calm, and it's really it's really funny. Yeah. But we have a lot of mini disasters going on all the time.
Yeah, I think that's very typical of any restaurant,
Absolutely.
any catering business.
Oh yeah.
There's no shortage of mini disasters when you're preparing food.
Absolutely.
Very
Got a
good.
few Valentine's Day in restaurants I've worked, and we've had some interesting stories.
Excellent. All right. So, if someone wanted to get into the business that you're in, what advice would you give them? Don't.
Oh, right, yeah. Hey, stay in school.
Stay in school.
I said it to my nephew the other day because we were doing a wedding, and he was helping us. He was washing dishes, and very hard job at a wedding. It was like thousands of pieces of things to wash. And I turned around to him and I said, "You're going to stay in school now, aren't you?" He's like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, I will be staying in school." But the best thing to do to answer your question is get a job like as a dishwasher or something like that. If you like doing that, then you'll like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just keep moving through.
And you'll just move through, or better yet, go to culinary arts school while you're doing that. But know you want to do it first, because it's hard work. So you want to know that you have.
Yeah, but it takes
get a passion
maybe?
for it. Not even what it takes, but more like your passion for it. You just really like it. So. And it's a strange thing because you'll know that if you like washing dishes, you'll know whether you like it or not. The whole
Really?
pace of it.
And you just figure you won't just say, "I hate
yeah.
washing dishes, but I want to cook." But
No, you'd have to like doing that too.
it's sort of
Yeah, Jasper White said that, right? I got my son his book, this book of different advice from different chefs, and that stood out at me. He would know by watching a person sweep the floor whether they we're right for it.
We're right.
Yeah, which was interesting.
Wow. So if you could pick like one thing that, like a Jasper White thing, what would it be? So like your advice to someone, they're saying like starting from the scratch, you've got to love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And because it is such a lifestyle, it's not just a job, it's a whole lifestyle. Your life is wrapped around your work. So
Getting
you have
up
to really
early
like it. Yeah, and being out late and you're working when everyone else is playing. You're busy. You're busy because no one else is, right?
Yeah.
So that's part of, again, it's a lifestyle, kind of like a circus life in a way,
Okay.
So you have to really like it.
All right. Well, Marty, we're ending our time. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit about cooking, a little bit about doing guacamole.
Oh, absolutely. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah,
if that works
all right.
out. Yeah.
And Marty's down at the Cedar Hill Grill. So thanks very much for the audience for watching, and thank you, Roy and Gina, for helping out.
Thank you for having me, Steve.